So who is going to win this thing? Hey there, hi there, ho there, Andrew here telling you who wins the individual fights in the upcoming movie Civil War. Now this movie is where we get a chance to see the Marvel Cinematic Universe break apart into two different factions in this fight. One talks about freedom, one talks about security. They rip the country apart in the process, and that's not relevant to today's timeline at all. Now I will discuss who is going to fight in this movie, who ends up victorious, what happens after it's all said and done, so let's get into it, but watch out, I am going to be talking about a little spoilers here when I'm referring to the comic books. Now, in no particular order, we're going into Fight 1, which is Black Panther versus Ant-Man. For those that don't know who Black Panther is, because his movie hasn't come out yet, he is the king of Wakanda, and that is a fictitious country inside of Africa, somewhere between Kenya and Ethiopia, and their country's main resource is called vibranium, which everyone tries to steal. So this means that Black Panther is pretty good on defense and can probably scout out what others are going to do before they get a chance to do it, and Scott Lang, the Ant-Man, is a former thief and really good at infiltration, and he's good at taking people by surprise, so look for this as a theme in their upcoming fight. And since we are talking about Scott Lang and not Hank Pym as the Ant-Man, I'm going to say that Black Panther wins out on this one. Panther is just way too smart and he's too disciplined for Scott Lang, so therefore he outmaneuvers him. Do you know what Panther said before he stepped on Ant-Man? Didn't. Oh wait, that's Pink Panther, not Black Panther. Never mind that. Score 1 for Team Iron Man. Let's get into fight number 2. These guys match up great. I am talking about both of them have a military background. Both of them specialize in aerial combat. Both of them have similar personalities and character, but they do have different fighting styles in the form that War Machine is all about weapons and the offense, and Falcon is more about agility. So this fight is really about strength versus agility, and I say that the fight goes to Falcon. Mostly due to the fact that the trailer, we see Rhodey all beaten up in a War Machine outfit, so that makes me think he loses. So, score 1 for Team Cap. Fight number 3, Black Widow versus Hawkeye. These two have a history together. Remember Budapest? No. Now, their relationship has always been based on a matter of trust, but I think that is going to be put to the test here as these two fight it out, and both of them being S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, I still think that Widow is going to get the upper hand on this one because she is going to throw everything at Hawkeye, and I see him actually pulling some punches back, which will lead to his loss. So, Team Iron Man gets another point. Now let's get into fight number 4, which is Vision versus Scarlet Witch, and on paper, these two are no match whatsoever. Vision is stronger, he's smarter, he's by far superior in every way that you could possibly imagine, except for one thing, and that is magic. Now, we will learn more about magic in the MCU when the Doctor Strange movie hits the theaters, but Scarlet Witch specializes in something called hexes, which is a huge chaotic form of magic inside the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the regular Marvel Universe, and it goes against the logical order of Vision. My prediction is that the Scarlet Witch uses her hex magic to overthrow Vision, and that fascinates him to no end. That will lead a bond between the two, and eventually they will become a couple. Now that isn't very far-fetched there because they do become a couple in the comic books. So that brings us to 2-2. No, not that Tutu. No, that's Reverend Tutu. Anyway, we're left with Iron Man versus Captain America, and Cap is not alone on this fight because he has former friend Bucky, aka the Winter Soldier, having his back. I say this, the Winter Soldier is going to be the defining moment and the reason of the Superhuman Registration Act, rather than the reality TV debacle of the New Warriors that was in the comic book. This will no doubt be a physical fight between Captain America and Iron Man and Winter Soldier, but there will be a subtext of friendship and loyalty behind it. And in this fight, Iron Man will take out the Winter Soldier, but he cannot beat Captain America. Why? Is it because Cap outsmarts him? Outsmarting Stark seems like a fat chance. Or could it be that Iron Man just doesn't have what it takes to defeat Captain America because Cap will fight to his dying breath? We might be onto something now. I say Cap beats Iron Man through sheer military strategy and willpower, plus it's a Captain America movie. He can't lose. So Cap wins 3-2, is victorious in this Civil War. Now, after it's all said and done, I do think that you're going to see Iron Man retire, and Tony Stark will take more of a subtle role in the MCU. This is because Robert Downey Jr. has hit his contractual amount of movies, so you might see Tony Stark take over something like S.H.I.E.L.D. in the comic books, or even better, what if Tony Stark ran for president? I mean, think of it. A billionaire megalomaniac seeking the most powerful position in the country. That is an original comic book story, right? Okay, it's been done before, but it isn't like you've seen it in real life, right? Point taken. Oh yeah, and there's supposed to be a small little character by the name of Spider-Man that shows up in this movie. So what do you think Spidey is going to do in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and in this movie? If you like the video, tap the like button. Please share the video with your friends because that is how this channel grows. And don't forget to subscribe so you get notified the moment I upload. And I will see you in the next video.